Have you noticed the quarterbacks in the later rounds of the fantasy drafts? Later round quarterbacks can turn into league winners. Jaden Daniels, last year, a 12th round pickup. I'm going to discuss some later round quarterbacks who have a chance at top 12. I will tie in their offensive line pass protection because what is the point of drafting a quarterback if they're always on the booty all game long? I know you're interested, so stick around for 7 seconds. I did my research on PFF. I looked at all the potential starting offensive linemen for 7 quarterbacks. I checked all of their passing grades because we want to know which quarterback will stay upright. I have a table that will show the team's combined passing grade score, and I will have the Broncos score for comparison because they were number one in pass blocking last season. And I will show you this and start butchering people's names right now. I'm going to start off with Brock Purdy and the 49ers offensive line, who gave up 37.1% pressure rate, which ranks bottom 10th in the league. Trent Williams, who was second in pass block win rate for offensive tackles with 95%, but missed the last 7 games of the season, 8 total on the year. But he still had an 84.5 pass blocking grade, which ranked 9th for offensive tackles. Other known starters, center Jake Brendel has a 55.1 pass blocking grade, and Dominic Puny has a top 40 pass blocking grade at 68.9. Projected starter at left guard Ben Barch has a 74 pass blocking grade, that's 23rd overall. And projected starter right tackle Colton McKivitz has a 72 pass blocking grade, ranking 43rd for tackles. Combined grade for pass blocking is 70.9. That's a C. And it's a passing grade, but would like to be better. But they have a future Hall of Famer in Trent Williams, who has a big impact on the offensive line when playing. Even though the 49ers gave up a 37% pressure rate, Purdy was still 3rd overall in completion percentage when pressured, and he was 3rd in pressure catchable pass rate. When pressured, his average time to throw was 3.84, which is very high. He didn't have McCaffrey to dump the ball off too. So he does hold on the ball a little longer, but that also resulted in the 8th best deep ball completion percentage. He is also 8th in points per dropback. He did average 4.4 rushing attempts a game, the highest in his career. I expect that to be lower if McCaffrey stays healthy. So Purdy's stats show he's a good pocket passer with an offensive line that could give him average protection. Last year, the 49ers were brought back down to reality from the overproduction in 2023. Plus, with the injuries to McCaffrey, Trent Williams, Ayuk, and Deebo Samuel, the 49ers' points per game dropped from 28 to 22. I expect that to improve in 2025. Brock Purdy could be a top 12 quarterback, and he is currently being drafted as quarterback 13. Also want to let you know that when I started this project a couple of weeks ago, I was looking at Brock Purdy. His ADP was outside the top 12, and now I see today he's actually inside the top 12. So I guess this is mainly being like, if he's being projected in the top 12, I think he was quarterback 10. He has a good chance at remaining inside the top 12. Next up, Justin Fields. The Jets offensive line had the 5th best pressure rate with 28%, but Aaron Rodgers had the 6th lowest time to throw, which helps with eliminating pressure, which makes sense because the Jets were 23rd in pass block win rate. Jets offensive line had no individual offensive lineman in the top 20 for pass block win rate. Tackle Alu Fashanu, 59.4 pass blocking grade. They drafted a 6'3", 314-pound rookie tackle in the first round. Guard Josh Simpson has a 72.3 pass blocking grade, ranked 29th for guards. Elijah Vera Tucker is ranked 19th in pass blocking grade with 74.5. And Joe Tittman is their center, who has a 63.1 pass blocking grade. No more Tyron Smith or Morgan Moses. Offensive line grade combines for D for diploma, with 67.3% pass blocking grade. I left out the rookie because he is a wild card. This grade is not great for pass blocking, but it could be amazing for Justin Fields. Justin Fields is the opposite of Aaron Rodgers, and his time to throw was 4th longest in the league. And a reminder, the Jets were 23rd in pass block win rate, so I expect the pressure rate to increase, which I see as a good thing because Justin Fields is a runner. It wasn't that long ago he rushed for 1,143 yards. If the pocket is closing in, he will run the ball. Last year, he was 6th in rushing attempts a game. For his career, he averages 50 yards rushing a game. He basically starts each game with 5 points. He had 13 scrambles in 6 games. He was on pace to be second in scrambles on the season, only behind Jaden Daniels. And Jaden Daniels was the quarterback I drafted in the 12th round last season because he is a runner behind a projected terrible offensive line in 2024. Granted, the Commanders' offensive line took a step up last year. With that said, PFF has projected the Jets to have the 9th ranked offensive line entering 2025. So, yeah. 3 out of the 6 games started last season, he scored over 19 points with a 32-point game in Week 4. And now he has his best wide receiver 1 since DJ Moore and one of the best pass-catching running backs in the league with Breece Hall. His current ADP is quarterback 14. I believe that is a steal and a potential league winner. Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. Well, the offensive line gave up 32% pressure rate, which is ranked 8th. They were 7th in pass block win rate. They are shuffling their alignment in 2025. Elgton Jenkins is reported to play center this season. His passing grade was 3rd best with 83.1. Packers signed Aaron Banks graded at 60.5, which is ranked 77th. Sophomore year lineman Jordan Morgan is reported to start at right guard with a 61.5 pass blocking grade. Zach Tom is 12th best for tackles with an 82.1 grade. Left tackle is Rasheed Walker, and he has a 79.6 pass blocking grade, which ranks 21st for guards. Now, Zach Tom is 18th overall for individual pass block win rate at 92%. He appears as the anchor on the team. Packers have an overall 73.3 grade for pass blocking from their current starting 5. It's good enough. Not good, but great. It's good enough. So Jordan Love received pressure 32%. And under pressure, his completion percentage was ranked 17th with 57.7%. That's about average. He was able to perform when needed. His red zone completion percentage was 5th best and was 9th in points per dropback and was tied 11th in time to throw. So his stats are not bad, and he was behind an offensive line that won in pass blocking. But he threw the ball 150 times less in 2024. He had 1 rushing touchdown compared to 4 in 2023. They went from running 43% per game in 2023 to 52% in 2024. Packers had the 3rd highest rushing percentage per game in the NFL. Damn you, Josh Jacobs. Damn you. They had the 6th highest game script, which means they either played tied or with the lead 6th most in the league. There wasn't need for Jordan to air it out like Air Jordan. Love may not be the best option for any in the season, top 12, but he has done it before. In 2023, he was quarterback 5 in points per game. Then this offseason, the Packers drafted a wide receiver in the 1st round for the first time since 2002. And the Packers went 1-5 in their division last year. Plus, you can't run versus the Lions or Vikings. I believe Matt LaFleur will increase Love's opportunities and open the passing game a little more in 2025. His ADP is quarterback 19, which is great. Next up, Drake May. The Patriots' offensive line was 31st in pressure rate with 39.5%. God damn, I said god damn. They were also 31st in pass block win rate. The first thing they did, though, was draft an offensive tackle, Will Campbell, 4th overall. The Patriots signed center Garrett Bradbury, who's 50.5 pass blocking grade, is ranked 35th. Then center David Andrews retired. They also signed veteran tackle Morgan Moses with a 69.2 pass blocking grade. Guard Mike Onwenu has a 71.9 pass blocking grade, and I'm not sure what they would do with Cole Strange, but his pass blocking grade was 79th, which ranks 6th best for centers, but he might be moved to the guard. Combining the lineman's pass blocking grade, excluding the rookie, it's a total of a 67.6 and might be a long season for Drake May. Even though he was pressured a high 39%, he was 5th in a completion percentage under pressure. I'm thinking he had a lot of dump offs to running backs who had 70 targets between the two of them. Now the Patriots have Travion Henderson, who will take any one of those targets to the house, or May scrambling. He was 7th in rushing yards per game. However, he did struggle with clean pocket completion percentage. He was ranked 23rd overall. But who was he supposed to throw the ball to? Now he has Stephon Diggs, rookie Kyle Williams, Travion Henderson, and Hunter Henry. Patriots were tied 2nd for the fewest yards per reception last year at 9.8. I expect that number to increase with the added weapons for May. He was 17th in fantasy points per dropback on a shitty team last year, so I expect that number to increase as well. He also has a new coach who made a broken Ryan Tannehill look good. He brings rushing upside. He is being drafted as quarterback 16. I want to take a second, and if you're enjoying the information in this video, then please hit the subscribe and press the like. We have reached our goal of 2,000 subscribers, and now our new goal is 2,500 before the season starts. Anything will help the channel, and we appreciate all you zoners out there. Thank you for watching. There we go. We have to talk about it. C.J. Stroud. The Houston Texans offensive line allowed a 35.2 pressure rate. That's 25th worst in the league and ranked 22nd in pass block win rate. Stroud held the ball 28th longest in the league for quarterbacks with 10 games started. Holding the ball over 3 seconds can increase pressure rate. But their all-star Laramie Tunsil was 10th in pass block win rate for left tackles. Oh damn, never mind. I forgot they traded their best offensive lineman. So the right tackle Blake Fisher has a 48.3 pass blocking grade. Titus Howard had the 30th best pass blocking grade for tackles at 76.2. It's reported he's being moved to the guard position. Left guard Laken Tomlinson was graded at 65.1. ESPN has Jake Andrews at center, but doesn't have a pass blocking grade due to lack of snaps last year. Texans did draft a badass 6'6", 303-pound left tackle in the second round. Texas offensive line has an average grade of 63 for pass blocking, excluding the rookie and Andrews. Stroud was sacked 52 times last year, and his completion percentage under pressure was 27th worst. He was tied for third for how many times he was hit while throwing the ball. And PFF showed Stroud was 4th in pass attempts under pressure. So this dude got his booty kicked all last year. But when his wide receivers were healthy, he did well behind that bad offensive line. Tank Dell was returning from being shot, and also he had an injury that ended his season in 2023. But up until week 8, Stroud put up 4 top 15 finishes. Not what was expected of him in 2025, but not bad. Then Diggs went out for the season, and Nico Collins missed some time. This guy was here with a bad offensive line, throwing it to players like John Mechie and Xavier Hutchinson. Plus, our old offensive coordinator, Bobby Slowick, turned into a villain and made questionable play calls. There's a good chance Texas offensive line will be worse in the league, but DeMeco Ryans signed Christian Kirk, drafted Jaden Higgins, and Jalen Noel this offseason. He has the weapons again, and it wasn't long ago he finished 7th in points per game. And now he's cheap, going as quarterback 18. All right, let's talk about the old-timer. Matthew Stafford. The Rams offensive line allowed 32% pressure rate and a sack rate of 5.3%. That's 5th best. Despite the good pressure stats, they were 20th in pass block win rate with no individual lineman inside the top 20 for pass block win rate. Alaric Jackson has a 79.5 pass blocking grade. That's ranked 23rd for tackles. Steve Avila has a pass blocking grade of 50. Center Coleman Shelton has a pass blocking grade of 68.4. ranked 19th for centers. Guard Kevin Dotson has a 65.6 pass blocking grade, and tackle Rob Havenstein has a pass blocking grade of 66.9. The Ram offensive line has a combined passing grade of 66.8, which isn't good. Which isn't great. It's okay, but it's not great. Stafford ranks 35th in completion percentage under pressure. But he kept it cool. He kept it cool when it mattered with 18 touchdowns and 2 interceptions when under pressure. Stafford's time to throw is 2.78, which is in the middle of the pack. So the fact is he's getting pressured only 32% of the time, which means the other percent is considered a clean pocket. And his completion percentage in a clean pocket is 7th best in the league. And he has time to throw deep, where his completion percentage is 9th best in the league. His touchdowns in 2024 were only 20, but as we see, he can do damage in a clean pocket, and now we have the best red zone wide receiver from the past 10 years, Davante Adams, on his team with Puka Nacua. He is going as quarterback 21. I think this is almost a guarantee he could be a top 12. And let's finish off with Michael Penix Jr. The Falcons offensive line allowed 32% pressure rate. The Falcons did have a quick pass game with an average of 2.61 seconds with any quarterback behind center last year. That is a good thing, as Falcons ranked 18th in pass block win rate. They did have their center, Ryan Nuziel, 16th best in pass block win rate at 95%. Nuziel had a 63.6 pass blocking grade, ranked 35th. Jake Matthews has a passing grade of 85.4. That's 7th best for tackles. Falcons' other tackle, Caleb McGarry, has a passing grade of 63.8. Chris Limstorm at passing grade is 68, 43rd best for guards. And Matthew Bergeron, 68.5 passing grade, ranked 41st for guards. The Falcons' combined grade is 69.8. I believe that's actually 3rd best on this list. So Big Penix's energy stats are limited due to only playing 2 or 3 games last season. According to Pro Football Reference, he was pressured 14% of his dropbacks. His average time to throw was 2.66, so he doesn't hold the ball long. But please, fact check that one up for me, guys. And when pressured, he still managed 33 first downs in weeks 15 through 18. When pressured, he was bottom 20% of quarterbacks in yards per attempt, but in a clean pocket, he was top 20% in yards per attempt. Head coach Raheem Morris does not seem afraid to use Penix, as he averaged 34 attempts in his 3 starts. His overall completion percentage was under 60%, but I expect that to go up once he fixes his mid-game, as he had elite mid-game play in college, and he will play the Saints, Carolina, Buccaneers twice this season. His ADP is quarterback 24, right in front of Trevor Lawrence, and I'll roll the dice on Big Penix energy all day instead of Trevor Lawrence. All right, Zoners, thank you. We are at the end. I got some honorable mentions. I didn't go over J.J. McCarthy or Dak Prescott because they are talked about way too much this offseason. And also Bryce Young, because we saw how he finished the season last year. He could also be a league winner for how late he's going and if he continues to ascend his game. But with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. And please also join our Discord. It's just me and 2 other people in there. And I don't even talk to them anymore because I'm tired of talking to the same people. I need more. I need more interaction. Let's be friends. Let's do this. Every Friday, we have live videos where we have a couple of brewskis and we talk shop. We go over a few topics. Last Friday, we went over who'd you rather, some dilemmas and fantasy drafts, like who would you rather draft, this guy or this guy. We went over it. If you want to watch it, maybe we can answer one of your dilemmas. Click this video right here. I'll talk to you in that video. Adeuces.